Hello everyone, welcome to the third episode of my travel series Mongolia Unleashed. It gives me great pleasure to present to you the 6 significant places that you can visit in your week-long journey in the Gobi Desert. Even though it's a 1-hour long documentary, I'm sure you would find it intriguing and entertaining. Hope you enjoy it. Cheers.
Our itinerary will start from Ulaanbaatar city. So we're going to spend one night in Ulaanbaatar city in our arrival date. And the next morning we're going to drive about 280 kilometers all the way through this road to reach this very place called Gazryn Chuluu, or known as a rock formations. And the next day we're gonna drive back to the main road and drive all the way down to the Tsagaan Suvarga, or known as a white stupa. Over there we're gonna see a beautiful formated mud cliffs. The next day we're gonna drive back to the main road to reach the central of a Gobi Desert called Zadot, but we're not gonna overnight. We're gonna drive further west to reach the Ice Valley, or known as a Yol Valley. And after that we're gonna drive to the Khongor sand dune, the iconic sand dune of the Gobi Desert. That sand dune is about 100 kilometers long and 21 kilometers wide. And after that we're gonna drive back to the north to reach the Bayandag, or known as a Flaming Cliff. As you can see, there's a dinosaur's icon, which means it's the first dinosaur's eggs being found from this area. And after that we're gonna drive north to reach the last night in our Gobi Desert in Ongi Notes, or known as the Ongi River, the only big river in the Gobi Desert area. Okay, so basically there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nights in the Gobi Desert.
Hello everyone, this is Andy Aditya and you're watching Andy Inspired channel. Right now I'm in Mongolia. I've just landed in Ulaanbaatar and I'm on the way to see the rock formations, which is about 5 hours drive. I'm in the car with my friend and a guide. His name is Sarul, which means serenity.
Hello everyone. We are going down to the south, which is the Gobi Desert. Of a Gobi Desert, it's similar with the high desert, and you can see kind of desert in Arizona state-ish, but we have a different faunas, and the animals are different as well.
Okay.
So further we go to the south, there will be more yellowish and reddish soil, and the hills will be more flatter, and the land will be more flattish and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And what is the name of this place? The rocks.
Yeah, the name of the place is Baga Gazryn Chuluu, or the translation is Gobi. The rock formations.
Okay.
Over there's a pile of rocks,
right?
But it's naturally formated. Hello everyone, and welcome to rock formation, or known as the Baga Chuluu. So we are about 280 kilometers from Ulaanbaatar city, and this is the beginning of the Gobi Desert. So this rock formation is about 10 kilometers by 15 kilometers wide, and the elevation will be roughly 1600 above sea level. The highest peak will be about 1078 meter above sea level. So in this rock formation, most of the rock is granite rocks that's formed by the earthquake for a long time ago. So in here we can see a lot of wild animals such as ibex, lynx, as well as the hawks, eagles, buzzards, kites, and etc. This is the one of the spot in this area. We call it Eye Spring. This is natural made hole about 50 centimeters deep and about 7 centimeters diameter. So local people come here whenever they have some problem on their eyes. So they can just scoop it up the little bit of spring and put it on the hand and rinse it on the eyes. So they believe that it's healing the eyes for sight, for any kind of infections and stuff. So you want to try?
Yeah, sure, why not? Let me try.
And just trying the first time. Eye of the spring. To have a better eye visions.
I'm taking the safety water out. There's some sediments inside. I don't know what is it. But anyway, I'll take it to my eyes and have this blessing for my eyes to make it clearer and better vision I may have. So excited to be here, and I welcome all of you to come to this rock formation. What is the name of this in Mongolian language?
Baga Chuluu.
Oh, Baga Chuluu.
Baga Chuluu.
Wow, that's quite a tongue twister for me. But anyway, it's an excellent place with a beautiful view. Have a look around.
Okay. So this rock formation is about 300 kilometers square territory, and there's another rock formation located on the west side of this rock formation called Gazryn Chuluu. That means a bigger rock formation, but that rock formation is very difficult to access, and it has a similar formation of this area. On the top of the rocks, there's a lot of bird nests of hawk, vulture, buzzard, eagles. They're very, very giant birds. For instance, I believe there will be more nests deep in the rocks, as well as there will be some fox, wolves, snow leopards could be.
Snow leopards as well?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure snow leopards are looking at us because, they're very shy and they're looking at is it eatable or not eatable?
This place is amazing. You must come here to Mongolia just to visit this.
This is the plant called arag. Arag means it's Mongolian traditional beer made by the horse fermented milk. So if you just drag it up and chew it, it has an identical taste with that beer.
Oh,
So
that's very interesting.
it's kind of a cabbage-like plant, and the camels love this one. But this is very small. Usually it's the size of like this, 15 centimeters long. So when it's ready, we can just pull it up and wash it and chew it.
Wow. Okay, that's very interesting.
Okay, this time I'm gonna read this explanation in my native language in order to show you what Mongolian language sounds like, okay? So, Gazryn Chuluu, ноён өргөлөнд бэхлэхэд 70 төвшнөөс дээш 1768 метрийн өндөрт өргөгдсөн. That means the worshipped peak of the Gazryn Chuluu mountain rises to 1768 meters above sea level. That's what it means. This rock formation, there's about 300 caves for monks to meditate or survive. That one is the one of the monk meditation cave. This area is very famous by its rock paintings, which has an age of 300 BC to 16th century. So as you can see on the wall over there, there's a Tibetan script that's written in about 13th to 16th century. But next to it, the blue one, it's a very new one. Looks like it's been written in 1975. But if you go to the left side, you can see the Tibetan script. Made during the 13th to 16th century. Because Mongolia was a Buddhist country from the 16th century, there was two kinds of Buddhism in the world, yellow and red. The yellow Buddhism has developed in Mongolia so strongly. Later on, there was early 20th century, there is another Mongolian famous monk used to do some meditation in this temple. But he didn't build the temple, but instead he built the Mongolian gear for living and meditation inside.
What is this one?
That's just a pile of rock for local people. The local people, when they come, they want to do some piles into marking their appearance in this area. So you can see these small piles everywhere around this area, which done by the locals. Okay, this is the temple ruin that has about 300 years old. And this temple was built for 2 monks to meditate. In front of this temple, there's a small stream always flowing. So then those 2 monks can have a water access without going out while they have their meditations. But unfortunately, this kind of temple all over the Mongolia has been destroyed during the 1938, which is the beginning of the World War II, by the Russians. Oh, so that's pretty sad story about Mongolia.
Who made this temple?
2 monks.
Two monks. Yeah. So they made this temple only for meditation.
Yes. They built the temple because they have the stream water just in front of the temple.
So now the spring water is not there anymore.
No. How do you feeling?
Witnessing this magnificent temple which was built so many years ago by only 2 monks, without any cement, without any proper equipments for engineering knowledge. This is really amazing. I think it's a pity that it was destroyed during the First World War.
There's a tiny cave called Disappearing Cave.
Wow.
According to the myth, there was in the old time there was one old woman lived with only 1 goat, but that goat just went to the cave, and old woman wants to take the goat back and went into the cave and never came out. So that's why we call it Disappearing Cave. So nobody really knows how long is it, and nobody dare to eat it all.
Oh.
I'm still surviving.
It's amazing. I'm at the desert, Gobi Desert here, and we can see some horses drinking water here. There are wild horses we can find anywhere and everywhere here in Mongolia. It's been a very nice trip so far, and walking in this desert is really so refreshing. I would say this is something which is an experience of a lifetime. Driving off-road, hiking up the rocks, it's been a very pleasant experience so far.
Okay, welcome to Tsagaan Suvarga, or known as White Stupa, in the middle of the desert. So we are in about 1500 meters above sea level, and this place used to be a seabed in 65 million years ago, which is the end of the Jurassic Park area. So from this area you can see a lot of minerals like and the quartz, marbles, as well as some, if you are lucky, you might find some gold nuggets as well.
Walking in the desert, it seems endless. Right there behind, as you can see, there's a hump. I'm gonna walk there till there, and we're gonna have an excellent view from there. It's a long walk, but that's what adventure is. Can you imagine, it's almost 9 o'clock here at night and the sun is only setting right now. We can't imagine this in Thailand, where sun sets by 6 o'clock. And we can enjoy the entire day properly with a lot of fun and adventure. Continue with us.
in our right hand side, that mountain is called Three Beauties of Gobi, or in Mongolian language they said Tsagaan. This is the only big mountain range in the Gobi area, which includes many valleys, ice, and streams.
Right now I'm at the Yol Valley, at the starting of the Yol Valley. I don't want to walk. It's a long walk, about 2 hours, going and coming. And honestly, I don't want to hike it out. So I thought I'll take these horses and it'll be a new experience for me. These are not domestic horses. It cannot be tamed. This is half wild. This 2-kilometer ride on a horse was amazing. You know, a strange fact about Mongolian horses is that as they get older, by 15 or 16 years, they are killed by the nomadic tribe and eaten because they don't want the animal to suffer more. Because as they age, they are prone to many diseases which affect them and give them more pain. So that's the way of nomadic culture over here. That's something which is very unique to Mongolia. Unique experience for me to ride a Mongolian horse in the Yol Valley today. Yes.
Okay, welcome to the Yol Valley, or known as the Ice Valley. So this ice valley is about 2,200 meters above sea level. The highest peak will be about 2,800 meters above sea level. So in this valley there's the ice remains until mid of July, as you can see over there, and it will be completely melt down in the beginning of August. And it will be more ice during the winter time again. In this valley you can see the wild vultures that are up in the high mountains early in the morning or late in the afternoon, and as well as the mountain goat, as we call it, ibexes, during the morning or in the evening. They come down to drink this water, and during the daytime they just go up into the mountains.
I'm sure you are loving this journey of ours. Do visit us anytime. After an adventurous day, I'm just having a cup of coffee with the sun setting down. We have always seen sand deserts, which obviously we are going to go tomorrow. But over here, when we see the Gobi Desert, it's green. We went to the Yol Valley, which is a part of Gobi Desert. It's also green. So we have clear blue skies, white clouds, green deserts, yellowish sands, everything. The landscape keeps on changing as we drive from one part of the desert to the other. So Gobi Desert is a very, very vast desert. It's the 5th largest in the world, and going through it by a car, an adventurous experience which we'll never forget. Join with me to have more experience in the coming days. It's time to get lost amidst Gobi Desert. Nobody around, and it's such a beautiful feeling to be amidst nature. You can't see anyone except few camels right at the back. After such a long drive, it's essential that we do some stretch outs to keep ourselves fit for the big day ahead. I'm really spellbound by the vastness and the beauty out here in Mongolia. It's a different world. If I were not visiting here, I would have never known a world like this exists. Isn't it amazing? Look at the landscape. It's so beautiful. Imagine you're standing amidst nowhere. If you're searching for serenity in life, this is the place to be. And I can tell you, I never have imagined a world like this really exists. And it's in Mongolia. The magnificent Mongolia. And I'm making a film of it. So please follow me, like and subscribe my channel, Andy Inspires. Amazing, isn't it? Look at this. What an amazing sight. We have just arrived in front of the sand dunes. This is the front of the sand dunes. It's a delight to watch. The vast stretch of dunes from one corner of the horizon to the other. It's such a beautiful sight to watch. I am really in awe right now. Isn't it so convenient? At the car parking, there's a coffee shop. The camels of the Gobi Desert are as iconic as the dunes themselves, majestic creatures that have roamed these sands for centuries. Their resilience and grace are a testament to the harsh yet beautiful environment they call home. As I mount one of these gentle giants, I am transported back in time, following the ancient paths of Mongolian nomads. The rhythmic sway of the camel's gait mirrors the undulating dunes, offering a unique perspective of this vast and timeless landscape. It's a journey not only just through space, but through the history and culture of Mongolia.
Special dining. So every time I come here, I always take a dinner in here.
Yeah?
With this little bit of sun.
Yeah.
And open wild with the sand dune view.
Very good. So what do we have here?
So tonight we're gonna have some kind of teriyaki chicken.
Uh-huh. Wow.
As a picnic dinner.
Picnic dinner.
Yes.
It's almost 7 o'clock here, right? And the sun is going to set at 8:30.
So bon appetit, everyone.
Bon appetit.
Enjoy your picnic dinner.
Yes. Yeah. Wow, this looks yummy. Dinner at 7 with the sun right on top, scorching heat coming up. It's amazing. Amidst this desert, with the sand dune at the back, what else do we ask for? So, Sarul, a unique picnic dinner that we are having right now, surrounded by camels, mountains, sand dunes. It's really a beautiful feeling. Is it a common practice by others, or is it a special one?
No, it's only me organizing this. Every time I visit this place, I always organize some kind of picnic dinner. Right before the sunset, and we can have a dinner, nice picnic dinner, and walk up to the sand, see the sunset from the sand dune, and going back. It's my thing. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, sure. I mean, unless they want to take your travel agency to, yeah, that would be great. As I ascend the towering Khongor sand dunes, each step sinks into the golden sands, a testament to nature's raw power and beauty. Known as the Singing Sand Dunes, these colossal formations reach heights of up to 300 meters, challenging and captivating all who dare to climb them. The silence of the Gobi Desert is profound, broken only by the rhythmic sounds of footsteps and the occasional whisper of the wind. With each upward stride, the horizon widens, revealing the endless expanse of the desert below. Khongor's dunes are more than just sand. They are a living, breathing part of Mongolia's natural heritage. Stretching over 100 kilometers, these dunes are a striking contrast to the rugged mountains and green oases that lie at their feet. What makes them truly unique is their singing. a melodic hum that reverberates through the air when the sand shifts. This phenomenon, caused by the friction of sand grains, has fascinated travelers and locals alike for centuries. The Khongor sand dunes stand as a symbol of the ever-changing yet timeless beauty of the Mongolian landscape. As the sun begins its descent, the dunes come alive with color, shifting from gold to fiery orange, and finally a deep, mysterious red. Time slows, and the vastness of the Gobi Desert is bathed in the soft glow of twilight. The shadows lengthen, dancing across the ridges and the valleys of the sand, creating a breathtaking spectacle. This is a moment of serenity, a reminder of nature's unparalleled artistry. I want to show how thin the sand is. You see, it's been eroded away with the slightest wind. You see, the sand is so thin over here. This is a speciality of Mongolia. In the other places of the world, whether it's Sahara or anywhere else, the sand is much more thicker. This is much more finer, as you can see. As day fades into night, I descend, carrying with me the memories of a landscape that whispers its ancient stories to those who listen. It's been a long walk on the sand dunes. It's pretty tough, I would say, because the feet gets inside the sand easily, and the body becomes quite heavy. But I think my tip would be to walk barefoot in the sand rather than wearing shoes, because that's the best way to reduce your weight and carry along. But it was a wonderful experience to conquer the sand dunes.
Good morning, everyone. Right now it's 9 a.m. in the morning, so we are heading to the Flaming Cliff.
Hello everyone. Mongolia is not only known for its nomadic culture and wild horses, it also has its historical relevance to the world. This is the first place where dinosaur eggs were found. Imagine I'm standing in this place called Flaming Cliffs. It's an exotic feeling. I mean, really it gives me goosebumps while I'm here. This invention was done in the early 20th century, but I'm one of the few persons who can stand in this particular place to make its historical importance.
Hello everyone, this is Sarul again. Okay, so welcome to the Bayanzak, or known as the Flaming Cliffs, because of its color during the sunset. During the sunset, if you come here, these cliffs will look like a cliff that is burning, so that's why we call it Flaming Cliffs. Let me tell you why this place is so important in the world paleontology science. This place was the first site for dinosaurs' egg being discovered around this area during the early 20th century by Roy Andrew Chapman, who was a very famous archaeologist in the world. He led a couple of expedition around this area to discover the early mankind's exhibits. But in his first expedition around this area, he found a very strange white stuff, and he didn't know what was it. And later on, he discovered that was a piece of a dinosaur's bones. So he organized a second expedition in this area in search for more deep into the dinosaurs exhibitions. Second expedition, he discovered many dinosaurs fossils around this area, but there's one very unique finding he found around this area, which is the first dinosaurs eggs around this area. For the 1925, most of the people thought that dinosaurs are legendary animals like dragons or whatever animals in Western countries. But since he found the solid proof that dinosaurs existed in the world started to know that dinosaurs are real and they have eggs.
Standing in a cliff like this with a huge drop. Isn't it exciting? Really thrilled to be here at the first existence of dinosaur.
It is all natural creation, and in the ancient times, like millions years ago, it was a seabed for the dinosaurs and all the mammals lived around this area. But when about 65 million years ago, when the meteor hits the Earth, the whole of Earth climate has changed, including this area. This area used to be thick jungles in the ancient times.
I see.
When the climate changed, everything got dry, the sea got dry, but the dinosaurs around this area also preserved mud. So that's why this place is preserved the dinosaur eggs so well that you can see it on the nature, because all of this mud just cover the dinosaurs.
I mean, it's natural, right?
Yeah, it was used to be a ancient seabed as well,
It's a fantastic experience. I welcome all of you to come to Mongolia to witness the first existence of the dinosaur egg here. Be a part of history as well as be a part of the dinosaur era. I mean, witness what other peoples have not. You can be one of the chosen few to visit Mongolia. It's not many tourists come to Mongolia, but it has its own unique gems to be discovered. The road ahead stretches endlessly through the barren yet mesmerizing landscape of the Gobi Desert. As we drive, the vastness of this arid land unfolds, a stark reminder of Mongolia's rugged beauty. The silence is profound, broken only by the hum of our vehicle and the occasional gust of wind stirring the desert sands. This journey through the heart of the Gobi is a passage through time, a connection to the ancient nomads who once roamed these lands. After hours of driving, we pull over to stretch our limbs and rejuvenate our bodies. In the middle of this vast desert, the open space becomes our gym. We take a moment to perform simple exercises. Each movement is a reminder of the importance of staying active, even in the most remote locations. In the midst of the desert, we arrive at a sacred place, a shamanic site that holds the spiritual essence of Mongolia. Here, under the vast sky, we pause to pay our respects, guided by the traditions that have been passed down through generations. The shaman's ritual connects us to the land and its spirits, a moment of introspection and reverence. The air is thick with the scent of incense, and the sound of prayers resonates in the stillness, blending with the whispers of the desert wind. This is a place where the physical and the spiritual worlds unite, where time seems to stand still. What is shaman?
Shaman is a totem religion.
Chill forces, I understand. Yeah. Worshipping the chill forces.
The local people, after the shaman stone, they can offer a stone. At the same time, they can also offer some sweets or candies into the stone. But the one thing that local people doesn't do is they need to take off the plastic bag in order to feed some wild animals. So I just take all the plastic bags in this stone and opened it for the animals. Maybe the birds or ants or flowers can eat it. But the plastic bag has to be taken away with us, because no animal can eat the plastic bag, and it is bad for the nature.
Absolutely. So it is really so nice of you. At least you are so concerned about this. You see, now I'm at the middle of nowhere. In Mongolia, this place, you will find such a place everywhere. Almost everywhere it's the same scenery, but then the landscape keep on changing every 20 minutes, I would say. Somewhere there are bushes, somewhere there is greenery, somewhere it's yellowish sand. We really don't know, and I'm currently exploring the vastness of this desert is really amazing and spectacular for everyone to experience. See over here, the road can be anywhere in this whole vast region. You can drive anywhere you want to. I mean, isn't it amazing? I mean, we are living in a urban area, so there are paved roads over there. We are not used to driving out in the wild like this. And you see the lot of wind, and the entire place is so vast that you cannot even see the horizon. I mean, where exactly, how long the ice can travel. It can let it travel through the mountains. I mean, over there you can see the mountains there. Magnificent Mongolia, I would say. Yeah, I would say it's magical Mongolia. Beautiful. You have to have a nomadic mind yourself to explore this nomadic mind.
26 temples alongside this river bank. 26 small temples for 1,000 monks.
Okay.
So some of them built in the other side of the river, but most of them built in this side of the river. The first temple was built in 1780s.
Okay.
The last one built in 1810. But all of them unfortunately destroyed during the 1938 to 1940s. Second War.
So, any particular country who has destroyed this?
It's mostly done by the Mongolian soldiers who was a communist. But all of the directions came from the Russian government during that time.
Oh, this was destroyed by Mongolian.
Yes. Because during that time Mongolia became in a transition period of becoming a communist country.
Of course.
So all the directions, all the control came from
Russia. Yes, of course.
Which were a communist country.
Right. Okay, I got it.
So this is one of the spring water around this area.
Mm-hmm.
So this spring water is believed by the locals that it's very good for gut. So if you drink this spring before you drink any alcohol, you won't get drunk.
Oh.
No matter how much you drink. So let's have some, right?
Oh, it's still there.
Yep.
It's a spring water.
Yeah, it is. And you use this bucket.
Okay. Now that we have completed a week tour of Gobi Desert, now it's a relaxing time.
Speaking of the last week in the Gobi Desert, so what was your highlights and the lowest point of your last week tour in the Gobi?
I think the first and the foremost thing that I would like to say is about the landscape. It's really a visual delight for me because when I first thought of coming here, I was thinking that I would be driving over the sand dunes only. But then when I came here, I was surprised to see that there are 4-5 different kind of landscapes that stretches the Gobi Desert, which is the 5th largest in the world and the first in Asia. I was amazed to see the rocky terrains, the grassy steppes, and also the sand dunes, obviously. So these were, I think, if a person doesn't come here to experience it with his own eyes, it's very difficult to comprehend it otherwise. The other thing which I wanted to highlight here is the extreme climate of Gobi Desert. It's really puzzling at times because once you are in summer in July, it's about 25 degrees in the morning when it's very pleasant. However, in the night, it comes down to almost 12, 13, even 9 at some places, which makes it very chilly, and we have to use some light jackets to cover up. Visiting Gobi Desert also has its own historical importance for me because this is a place which was part of the ancient Silk Road trading that happened over this. So witnessing that and learning about the history and nomadic culture through different nomadic tribes over here, it was an excellent experience for me. Gobi Desert is also very famous for the historical sites and the ancient ruins that I visited. I really loved it because of the nomadic culture. I learned a lot about it and how they maintain their herds of camels, sheep, goats, horses, what is their day-to-day life, their lifestyle, and how they execute their trade. Yes, there are the other thing which I can talk about is the roads. There is super bumpy roads over here, but then I don't really call it as a negative because that's what the adventure is all about, and that's why I'm here to experience that adventure. Because when we are talking about the nomadic people and they are riding horses, camels, I mean, we don't expect paved roads for them. You know, in the middle of the desert, if you have a paved solid concrete road, it doesn't really make sense, I would say. So keeping it natural as it is, driving over the grasslands, over the bumpy roads, is something which blends well with the nomadic culture here. And I think that's not really a negative point. Rather, we should take it positively and enjoy that and experience that particular driving, I would say. Yeah.
Cool, that's a very, very good point from you. Actually, as a Mongolian, I'm so proud that you had such a wonderful experience. At the same time, you mentioned about some downside of the Gobi area.
Personally, I think overall, I would say it was an exhaustive as well as exhilarating experience to visit Gobi Desert. A place of serenity and peace. A place which one should definitely visit in a lifetime. It's an experience that one should not forget.
Thank you very much for all the feedbacks and concerns that you have shared with me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you too. I mean, you have been so considerate and so nice to show me around the Gobi Desert. For last 1 week, we have been spending a lot of time together, understanding each other and history of Mongolia.
I would welcome everyone who is watching this channel and explore everything that Mr. Andy explored over the next couple of days and the week. And I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy the Gobi Desert.
Absolutely. I can wait for it because what I've experienced in the Gobi Desert for last 1 week, it's really spellbinding. I think it's I'm almost at awe to recommend this to everyone to visit Gobi Desert. You must visit here. It's an experience of a lifetime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to provide your comments below. And along with that, don't forget to subscribe my videos and press the bell icon for getting the latest notifications.